Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made these shoes. Now if you guys watched my last video, I shared that I had made these shoes for the Baby Alive Baby Grows Up, and that I was going to make a video on how I made them. So this is it. I'm going to show you guys how I made these. So let's get started with the materials that you will need. The things you will need are scissors, your pattern pieces, and you can find these for free on the description box below, fabric, washable marker, ruler, 1/4 inch ribbon, and this part is optional, glue gun with the glue stick, sewing pins, a foam sheet, and cardboard. And the cardboard, if you can find one that has the white, that way it looks better for the shoe. If you have one that's just completely brown, then you're just gonna have to paint it. So if you have a white cardboard, that would be preferable. If not, then you're also gonna need paint and paintbrush. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is trace my pattern pieces. This piece I'm going to trace into my fabric, and I'm going to need to cut 4 of these, and then the sole part I'm also going to trace and cut 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here I've already traced and cut my cardboard sole pieces, and I've also traced and cut my fabric pieces, and I've put 2 together. And now I'm going to take these 2 pieces and take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew from here all the way to the other side on both pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. Here's what I've sewn already. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and make some slits where I sew just on the curve here to release the tension, so it's easier for me to flip it over and do a top stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here it is. I did my slits here. Now I'm ready to flip it over. Right side out. I'm going to go ahead and put some pins here and do a top stitch once I get everything flipped over. Okay, so I've pinned my pieces together. Now I'm going to go to my sewing machine and do a top stitch right where I sewed, and this is completely optional. You don't have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay, so here I have top stitched it, and now I'm going to put it together like that, and I'm going to sew from this end all the way to that end. Alright, so now that I've sewn this, I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I have a piece of ribbon here that I'm going to fold in half and sew it right here, and this is going to be like a little pull tab to make the shoe easier to put on the doll. So I'm going to go ahead and sew that there. Okay, so here it is. Here's my tab, and here's what it looks like right side out. And now I'm ready to go get my glue gun and my cardboard pieces and start gluing it together. Alright, so I have my hot glue gun here ready to go. I did want to mention that I went ahead and zigzagged the edges here all around just to make it easier and keep both fabrics together while I glue. Now I'm ready to glue this. Now this, I want it to be facing on the inside, so when the doll puts the shoe on, the white shows on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. Okay, once I have this super glued, I'm going to go ahead and take my other piece and glue it to the bottom just like that, the white side facing out. Okay, so here's what I have so far. The next thing I did was measure from here to the bottom and cut a strip of foam sheet so it can go around and cover this. Now you can use ribbon. I normally like to use foam sheet, and I'm not going to give you the measurements of this just because it really depends on the thickness of your cardboard. My cardboard's a little bit thick, so it measures a little over 1/4 of an inch. Most of the time I use 1/4 inch, but it's a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the side, starting at the back here. Okay, so here's the shoe, and here's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and finish the other one and embellish it a little bit, and then we'll come back and try it on the doll, and we'll see if it fits. Be right back. Okay, here's both shoes are now done, and I embellished it by putting a little bow made out of ribbon and little rhinestones in the middle there. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring one of my daughter's dolls to try these shoes on the doll to make sure they fit. Okay, so I brought my daughter's Snack and Sarah out, and the shoes I actually made to match this dress, and it's made out of the same material. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the shoe out here, the shoes, and put them on the doll. Okay, so here you go. You guys can see the shoes fit her just fine. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because in these upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how I made this dress and also how I made this tiara. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you guys again for watching. Till next time.